Welcome to 2004 Podcast Odyssey. I'm Javon Gordon.
I'm Bobby DeVore.
And today we are doing two more episodes in our ongoing series of Moral Oral commentaries.
Yeah, our Moral Oral presentation.
Yes. And episodes 11 and 12, correct?
Yes.
Which are...
Praying and Repression, respectively.
Yes. He sounded out the word because he fucked it up the first go around.
Yeah, this isn't our first
This isn't our first rodeo.
Yeah. Also,
we're at a rodeo, apparently.
Yeah. Dude, you know, I was thinking...
I'm falling.
Hold it.
It's stumping me. It's stumping me.
You gotta make it 8 seconds.
Oh no, the clown's coming out. They got the clown coming out.
Dude, I was thinking about the phrase, "not my first rodeo," earlier today.
Yeah.
And I was also thinking about, man, it'd be kind of cool to go to a rodeo. I've never been to a rodeo in my life.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I fear I'd be a little nervous going to a rodeo.
What?
I'd imagine it'd be a pretty redneck crowd.
Just being black.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, that's understandable.
Yeah.
Well, hear me out.
I'm not saying it would be fun. It's just like...
Let's go to a rodeo, and we'll hold hands the whole time.
Or kiss.
Yeah.
And wear rainbow crop tops.
We'll wear Daisy Dukes, get cowboy hats.
Yeah. Rainbow crop.
We'll just dress up like gay cowboys.
Yeah. See, the bit would have been funny if you never said gay.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I understand that. Yeah.
The details have made it fun.
Yeah, it's not the subject.
Yeah.
Because the joke is, like, you're spelling out the joke at that point.
Yeah.
Like, if I would say, wouldn't it be funny if we were gay cowboys?
Yeah.
That's not funny.
No.
That's not that funny.
No.
If that's my joke.
But imagine if there was a gay cowboy. Now that's funny. Imagine a cowboy, but he's gay.
Dude, there are a lot of gay cowboys.
Dude, don't bring the real world into it. It's funny for me to say, what if there was a gay cowboy and then laugh at it? That's what's funny to me.
I thought for a second.
I know there are gay. There are most likely gay cowboys.
No, there were a lot in the West.
I'm aware.
In the Wild West
I'm
days,
aware.
there were a lot
Most
of gay.
likely.
Okay, all right.
Yes. God damn it.
Bruh, it's my education about the LGBTQ history is leaking in right now.
Gay month is over. Okay.
We're
back to the rest of the year being for black people. Which means you not trying to correct the black person when he fucks up, okay?
All right. Well, who fucked up here, man?
Huh?
Who fucked up here? I fucked up. Not you. I'm not correcting you. You correcting me.
Yep.
Which is how every other month.
Yep.
That
we've been friends.
Yeah, pretty much. Is that so? I can't correct black people during February, right?
No.
But every other month.
You're still wrong to do it. We're never wrong.
All through. That's how it should be, man.
Black History Life is what this is.
Dude, I was talking to this girl at work, and
woman?
She said, yeah, she is a woman. She's 3 years older than me. When she was in high school, they had a Black History class.
There was segregation when she was in high school.
Actually,
only 3 years older than you.
No, there was like a...
What if you just like exaggerated just anybody being slightly older than you and immediately they're super old?
Dude, fucking 2010 was a long time ago, man. She graduated in 2010, dude. She's old.
Yeah.
She's like 10... That's like been 10 years.
Yeah.
That means she's like 28 years old.
She had to get her escort when she entered elementary school. So, the detector from all the racists.
Oh, yeah. There was people were spitting on her and shit. She has a kid now.
She's like 60 something. No, there's this.
Yeah, her kid has Down syndrome.
I got into a Twitter. What?
After 35, if a female has a baby,
it took me a second.
It has more potential to have an extra.
You're just adding a shock element by saying she has Down syndrome. Is what I thought you were doing.
It was less of a shock element, more of a old lady having a kid joke.
Yeah.
Which I guess is a shock element.
Yeah. The lady posted a picture of like the racist women when that girl, when the first elementary student was going to when they first desegregating a school.
Yeah.
And she called they look like ugly MILFs. And I was like, they're not MILFs.
Yeah, they're
A MILF is someone you want to fuck. It's
you
not
would
a
like
MILF.
to fuck. Those are myths.
Those are
Those are myths at best.
Swing and a myth. Just
Jesus.
Like you don't. MILF doesn't mean just old women.
Nah, they have to be you have to be attracted to them.
Yeah.
You have to want to fuck them.
Yeah.
It's implied.
Yeah.
It's not even implied. It's in the thing.
What do you call it? What is MILF? It's an acronym?
Yeah, it's an acronym.
Yeah, acronym that means mother you'd like to fuck.
Yeah.
I'd like to fuck.
MILF is an agoraphobia.
Without a T.
Like to
no
fuck.
T in it. Yeah.
I'd like fuck.
Yeah.
The T, with acronyms.
The T is silent.
Yeah, the T is silent in acronyms. The is silent in acronyms and shit.
Yeah.
Or the words you wouldn't capitalize.
Yeah.
So, what was I talking about?
Moral Orel. Let's get back to it.
So, I had some more shit I was gonna say, but this is about Moral Orel.
In the episode, Moral,
Episode 11.
Yeah.
11.
Praying.
Yeah. I'm praying I don't fuck up and say that it was the wrong episode number.
Moral, there is a praying bee.
Yo, you just said moral, dude. Chalk one up for Bobby.
Oh, yeah.
You just called him moral. I was about to say, let's see how many times I fuck up and say moral. And you just said moral. I feel good now. I feel good. I'm not the only one that fucks this one up.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Orel was...
Orel is his school's chosen competitor. Only competitor. They have a team.
Oh.
They have a team.
No, they have a team. He's got teammates.
No, he's just the star.
He's
and we didn't see his teammates though.
Not at the praying bee.
Yeah.
We saw them at pray practice.
They're the Oralton? No, Moralton. God damn it.
Yeah. The Moralton diorama.
Yeah.
School.
Their take on spelling bee, instead of spelling bee, they have a praying bee because it's a super Christian town, Christian school. And where it seems it's just people praying until one of them passes out.
Yeah, which it's a weird metric. Like, I'm very interested in how praying bees are held.
This is my fictional sport interest. Like, some people are interested in Quidditch and shit like that. I'm interested in praying bees. How does that work?
Real into praying bees. Also,
pun-offs from
what offs?
Pun-offs from the Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack. You remember that episode?
I kind of remember that episode.
With that scary looking dude, his face going all different colors because it's just like
it's
making puns constantly.
I don't remember the scary looking dude. I remember, and maybe it's not even specifically to that episode. I remember Flapjack's voice when he's doing a pun and he's doing the sort of voice.
But you don't remember the dude, his competitor?
I don't remember.
Whose face turned off? Look it up.
Fuck.
It's pretty memorable. It was pretty weird.
I really wish.
It's like one of the show's best little horror. It was like effective. It was effective. It actually made me uncomfortable. Punzi McKenzie.
Punzi
McHale. That's it.
Punzi McHale. I don't know why I erased Flapjack. I wonder if Punzi's related to Joel. Oh, that dude?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, now I remember, yeah.
Yeah.
That didn't freak me out that much.
Yeah, it freaked me out.
Flapjack didn't really
He was named after Joel McHale.
Yeah.
Because in how insane Joe McHale is.
Yeah, and how ridiculously,
threatening he is.
Yeah, and how,
his face changes color. What are you trying to do a joke?
Wrinkly. I could not think of the word wrinkly. Joel McHale is a very wrinkly man.
He isn't.
That was going to be the joke, but if I could have gotten it out, it would have been funnier.
He's pretty jacked, man.
Yeah, he is pretty jacked. He's also got good skin.
Yeah.
He also looks like he's soft.
Yeah.
To the touch, he's got soft skin. He looks like he moisturizes.
So one time he was being harassed by paparazzi, and he was and one of them tripped on the stairs he was walking down. He's like, "You okay?"
No, that's sweet.
I was like, "Oh,
that's a good dude."
Yeah.
Joel McHale for president.
Stan, unproblematic king, as people do all the time for the any celebrity that shows any basic sense of human kindness.
Yeah. Dude, man, I remember you telling me something about people overusing the word cringe.
Yeah.
And I've been experiencing that recently. Cringe has lost all meaning to me.
Yeah.
But you know what hasn't?
What?
Orel's praying me.
Yeah, he falls on his knee.
That's
at the
actually
end of the episode.
Yeah, at the beginning of the episode, he's like, "Hi God, hi God." He's on a swing.
Yeah.
And when he is at his highest, most point, it's like, "Hi God."
He falls.
He like jumps off the swing. And like fucks his knee up.
And apparently he's the star of the praying team, and the principal Fakey, who's the lead of the next episode.
Oh yeah, he is. I didn't put that together.
Tells him that the whole school is depending on him to win the pray off.
Yeah, and he rushes Orel to the hospital.
Yeah, and apparently he has money, and apparently all the adults in town have money on
Orel winning the praying bee.
Which seems. Is there any other sports in town? There's pray.
Yeah, you would think that they would have like a really big like football situation,
or maybe just a praying team,
maybe
adult praying team. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that would be interesting.
I mean, the most actually Christian and not just an excuse to be a bad person in town is obviously Orel.
Yeah. Dude, that kind of makes me wonder how the rest of the series would have turned out.
Yeah.
Like what else they would have done.
I've heard several ideas. Apparently, Clay's father would have moved in with him at some point. There would have been a plot about them getting close and stuff.
Wait, what do you mean? Oh, Clay's father. Okay,
yes.
Yeah, I get you. Wait, who getting close? Clay and his father, or
Clay's father and Orel.
Oh, okay.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And Orel is getting increasingly stressed because everyone's put the pressure on him.
Yeah.
Until
for the praying bee.
They're making his dad says he can't play ball. It gives him a praying mitt.
Yeah. Well, he's playing ball, but he's like playing catch, but that might injure his praying hands.
Yeah.
He's got to get the praying mitt that keeps his hands together.
And to the point, he prays so hard to the point that he injures his hands.
Yeah, he starts getting achy.
Yeah.
I guess too much praying would give you carpal tunnel.
And then while praying by a bench, he gets smacked in the face with a what do you call it? Flyer. Yeah.
Flyer.
For the local sex shop. Where he visits Stephanie yet again.
What is it?
The proprietor of the sex shop.
Pleasures.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he visits Stephanie. Weird thing to note in this episode specifically, less so in episode 8. In episode 12, I'm looking at my paper. Less so in episode 12, you see, and Stephanie's the first instance when we're introduced to Stephanie, or not introduced to Stephanie, when she comes into scene. Sorry, I am rambling. Facial details are starting to become more in depth. Stephanie has like cheek lines in her face.
Yeah, I think the animation was getting better.
Yeah, like, and I'm not talking like, thumbprints in the clay or anything. I'm talking about like detailed.
They really got
aspects to their face.
The little thing that sculpt.
Actually, no. Even in the next episode. Actually, no. That's wrong. Later in the episode, we have another instance at the praying bee of details. But he's at Buried Pleasures. He's talking to Stephanie about how. What does he go in there for?
He goes there because he was praying and he got smacked in the face with the flyer. So he took it as a sign from God to go to the sex shop and get Stephanie's advice.
Oh, I never put that together, but that actually makes a lot of sense. Taking it as a sign from God.
Yes.
That yeah. Does he outright say that, or is that just kind of implied?
I think it's implied.
Okay. So Stephanie doesn't really know what to tell him, but she realizes he's looking like shit.
Yeah.
And he's like.
She tells him to pray less traditional way and maybe try meditation.
And that it's kind of like praying. She gives him like a chant CD of like meditation chants.
Of Calm Jerry's chants.
In instance.
Yeah.
But like when Orel comes in, he like looks really fucked up. Like his eyes are red.
By the end of the visit, after getting the advice, he looks
chipper.
He looks like there was nothing wrong with him when he came in.
Yeah, he's glowing. In fact.
Yeah.
So he tries that, and he transcends.
Yeah.
And which the holding like in the shot in the scene, I guess. Is it a shot? You could technically have a shot with claymation. Right?
Yes.
Well, in the scene where he's meditating and he experiences meditation, it is like God's hands are holding him up, and that's kind of how meditation feels. If you've ever meditated, you kind of feel like you're floating a little bit, or like just in some way supported with the whatever's underneath you. But he doesn't see God in this one. He just meditates, right? And he's just like chilling. And then Clay bursts in and breaks.
Catches him.
Yeah, and what?
Catches him meditating.
Yeah. Oh, you said catches.
And he
catches.
He whips him.
Pitches.
Okay.
Pitches and catches.
And he tells him that it's wrong to meditate and that Buddhism is a communist religion or some shit.
Yeah, communist cult or something.
Yeah, and he tells him that you should follow Christian dogma.
Yo, this is where dogma comes in. Do you know what dogma is?
I think it's just like the strict rules of Christianity.
Like, he tells him to throw a bone to dogma, or some stupid metaphor like that. Like, I always thought dogma was like the fight in between religion. Are you looking it up?
Yeah.
Did it show you? Was that
a
Kevin
principle
Smith?
or set of principles laid down by an authority as incontrovertibly true. Pretty much, yeah. The rules.
Oh, just the rules of whatever your religion is.
Yeah.
And these are the rules.
They're set in stone. Don't.
Okay. So Dogma, the movie. Can we talk about that for a second?
Why? It has nothing to do
I don't know much about Dogma. The movie or...
It's Christian dogma, the rules of Christianity.
Is it...
That he can't betray.
That who can't betray?
That he can't betray.
Betray?
Yeah.
In Dogma the movie?
No, in the episodes,
What's the plot of Dogma the movie, though?
Dude, I don't remember the plot of Dogma right now. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Janine Garofalo's in it, right?
Yes.
And Chris Rock.
Chris Rock, Selma Hayek.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Alanis Morissette.
Oh, yeah.
Ben
She's
Affleck
God,
and Matt
right?
Damon. Yeah.
Alanis Morissette is God.
Ben Affleck, Matt Damon.
I didn't know Alanis was black.
What? Oh, because God.
Yeah, because God's a black woman.
It's said by Turf J.K. Rowling on Twitter.
And she was not J.K.
No. She's never... If she joked a little bit more, her transpholia will be fine. No,
it'd be forgivable.
What happened to you just now?
It'd be forgivable. Fuck, I did it again. It'd be forgivable like the IT crowd, dude.
Forgivable.
Yeah, that's a weird one. So Moral comes home, and...
No, let's talk about that.
What?
No, Clay, and then...
Oh, dude, we forgot... We didn't talk about how Clay came home.
Oh, yeah, okay. Clay comes home before he catches Orel, and he... it's a small scene. He says his catchphrase, stinking dead-end job.
Yeah, he comes in disgruntled.
Yeah, and his wife says, "You have a good day, dear." And then, not really caring. And then he says, "You have a good day, dear," making fun of her.
Does he say that, or... Okay.
Yeah, that's what he said.
And now I see. Okay. I didn't put that... I just thought he said it funny.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. I didn't... It was so quick that I didn't put that together. So, what we do have, though, is... Okay, that's what I was trying to think of. When Clay finds Orel meditating and he freaks out, you hear him take his belt off and his pants fall down.
Yeah.
You don't see it. And then, but what you do see in the transition is Oral pulling his pants up.
Yeah. And that's a typical scene transition, though, for the show. It's not the first time I've seen that.
God damn it.
That's like all the time.
I've never thought about that.
Yeah.
I've never thought about that just being a transition. It just happened and I didn't.
It implies that he's been whooped.
Yeah. God damn.
They've been doing that since like the first episode, probably.
Jesus.
Second episode, maybe.
So, what happens after that? Does it just fast forward to the praying bee?
Yes.
And then what happens?
It's got 11 minutes. They got to get through it.
Yeah,
so he goes to the praying bee.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like shit happens and I forgot about it, but like, yeah, they do have to just jump sometimes.
Yeah.
Like leaps and bounds through time.
Yeah.
So we're at the praying bee. Things are getting intense.
We see the referee of the praying bee, who kind of looks like the mascot for, what's that?
Oh, First Link?
It was a butcher, or...
It was like a deli butcher situation. They sold meat. That's all I really knew.
It's a local store.
A local defunct store.
Yeah.
I think they were like the meat packing.
In Louisville.
Yeah. I think they just got like a shit ton of meat from the port.
Yeah.
And he always had his finger in the air. People always ask me, why you got finger in the air?
Because I'm standing at these sale prices, pointing at these sale prices.
Yeah.
And that's a commercial that me and Bobby and seem to be the only people. We may have imagined it for all we know at this point.
Yeah.
But a shared delusion, because nobody else knows what we're talking about. We reference it.
You ever asked your mom about it?
She would probably know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I feel like your mom would remember it.
People my age, for some reason.
Yeah, dude. I don't know if like maybe they just didn't watch cable access.
Or no, that's like local access. That was like local television.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I meant to say.
Cable.
Yeah, sorry. Like it was on the news.
Yeah.
I saw it all the time. I remember distinctly seeing that at my grandparents' house all the time.
Yeah.
And my grandma had a TV in her kitchen. Like a little TV in her kitchen that only got like antenna channels.
Yeah.
And she would either have it was either she would have it in her kitchen, and then at a certain point in time I think she just had it in the garage so she could smoke and watch it, because when I was over there they would smoke in the garage. But like I was pretty young when my grandpa quit smoking though.
Yeah.
And my grandma quit smoking like a year later. So pray-off's happening, the praying bee.
Pray-off's happening, and he prays so hard, and it's like he's got all those people who are yelling at him at the episode. They're going to rely on him because they're betting on him.
Yeah.
And also just like one of the comments he hears is just something that he heard around the household.
Oh, yeah.
It's just his mom calling his dad a self-destructive alcoholic.
Dude, it also, you hear Clay say he didn't ask for a second son.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like there's some stuff in there. I almost wanted to go back and like try to like isolate it.
Yeah.
Because like
just things he's thinking about.
Yeah. And so he ends up like he's stressed out. He's so stressed out, and he's trying to pray, and he ends up just like entering into meditation mode.
Yeah.
He goes into
where he meets the Buddha, or awake.
Yeah.
To make himself more comfortable.
What does that mean?
Huh?
Is he awake?
I think she's called. He's woke. Woke Buddha. No.
But when he's talking to Buddha is
speaks with a southern accent. Southern fried Buddha.
He is just. I don't understand that one. It's
so
funny. Though. It is very funny. He's southern fried Buddha. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing.
As he after he helps them.
He
also actually says a genuine Buddhist proverb.
Oh, the candle thing, where like, do you remember it? I'm losing it.
One candle lit is worth 1,000 candles, or something like that.
One candle lit will only burn for so long, but one candle can light 1,000 candles, and those candles will live it so the energy of that one candle will burn eternally. It's
actually, if you give a mouse a candle and light it, that mouse will light 1,000 candles.
Yeah, if you teach a mouse how to light candles, it
will go on a candle lighting spree.
Yeah, but if you light the candles, if you light the mouse's candle,
if you light a mouse on fire,
yeah,
you got a dead rat. You got a dead rat on your head.
You remember that character on Chowder.
Who?
The really antagonistic.
The dude
friend.
with the candle on his head.
Yeah, he had the candle on his head.
Why you get that candle on your head? Because I'm putting up these little prices.
I'm lighting up these little prices. Oh god. I can't remember that character's name, but
and so Orel wins the praying bee.
Yeah, because of course he does.
And the other kid like passes out.
Yeah, which I guess is.
That's how you win.
Yeah, that's how you tell when.
Which doesn't seem healthy for children to be doing, especially.
By any means.
And everyone is happy because they won their bet.
Yeah.
And they chant money, 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 money.
Money.
And that seems to be the episode.
Yeah. But Moral has learned that, you know.
Orel.
God damn it, we both did it.
Yeah.
Even playing field. So Orel seems to have learned that there's more than one way to pray.
Yeah.
Which is like the only good thing he's learned so far.
He learned some. Stephanie helped him again learn an actually good thing.
Oh yeah, he did learn something in that one episode.
Yeah,
right.
Stephanie probably the only like actually good, reliable authority figure in Orel's life.
Yeah. The only one that gives a shit. So.
What?
I said so, and then I paused, and then I just held that pause. So, one of the characters we see in episode 11 at the beginning, Principal Fakey, is the star
of the next episode.
Yeah, he is the
Repression.
Yes.
It was alluded to in episode 11 and in previous episodes that Principal Fakey is having sex with Nurse Bindi.
Yeah.
The
school nurse.
Yeah.
We didn't use that nurse, but
she's pretty much a nurse of the town.
Yeah,
she works at the doctor. She also you also see her.
She works
there.
at the hospital. She works at the school.
Despite the fact that in this episode it's implied that she's pretty much a child.
Yeah, she's pretty dumb.
Pretty dumb. Also, she hates having sex with him.
I don't know if she hates it. She just deals with it.
She doesn't seem to enjoy it.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to enjoy it, but she doesn't seem repulsed by it.
Yeah. She seems like just something she has to do.
Yeah. I don't know.
She
that
does.
makes it worse.
Yeah. She refers to it. She's like, "Do I have to have sex with you today?" That's. I mean.
Are we supposed? Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
So, doesn't it opens with the lady holding her nose?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Which
to make a nasally, like 60s secretary voice.
Yeah. Which she has to hold her nose because she has a deep voice.
Yeah, once the phone call's over, she's like, "What a long day." And
yeah.
It's like, I don't know if the joke's transphobic, so I'm just gonna pretend it's not, and that's just kind of a funny joke.
I don't think that it's necessarily transphobic.
Yeah.
It's not implied.
I didn't say. I said I don't know.
Yeah, it's not implied that she used to be a man.
Yeah.
It kind of just seems like this lady has a. If anything, it talks to like what women have to do to like meet
it's not that deep. It's
stereotype.
just kind of funny. It's really not that deep. I know you're trying to pry some deepness to it. It's just like a funny gag.
So Fakey has
pretty much a Mel Brooks gag over here going. No, this is a real feminist reason. No, it's not.
Dino. So Fakey has been having this affair with Bindi for a while, and he's got a wife that loves him at home that he can't even give a child. And
also the next scene after we see the nurse saying that Principal Fakey's not in his office is him probably backstage in the school's theater.
Is that where it is?
So it looked like having sex with Nurse Bindi.
Yeah, I didn't actually. I forgot all about that scene, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And like she is just like eating a sandwich.
Also a lot of sex scenes in this.
Yeah, I wonder how they did this. There's one scene towards the end, one sex scene towards the end. There's this motion situation going on. I wonder how they filmed that.
I mean, how do you film anything in a claymation show? It's just like probably.
Yeah, you think camera. They just took a camera and zoomed it, put it in and out? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's just interesting.
Yeah, just to simulate the action of humping going on.
Yeah. So they were in what looks to be the theater changing room?
No, it looks like behind, like behind a set.
Oh, okay.
Or something like that.
And what happens after
on
that?
stage?
She's like eating a sandwich though,
he
right?
immediately feels. He immediately feels guilt like after he comes.
Like at post climax.
As soon as he climaxes.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to hell.
Yeah, I hate myself.
Yeah. Feels guilty about it.
Yeah, and so then we see him go to Repressionals.
Yeah. The town's opposite of
the Protestant version of confessionals.
Yeah.
With Reverend Putty.
Yeah, who just wants juicy gossip about the sex he's having with Nurse Mindy.
Yeah, he's just so lonely.
And then he gets angry whenever he brings up the fact that he's married.
Yeah, and has a mistress.
Because he feels jealous.
Yeah, when some people
don't even have. Some people have either or. Some people have none at all.
Yeah.
As he says later on in the episode.
Dude. Does he, as things go on, and stop me if this is spoilers, does he achieve his goal?
I don't remember, actually.
Oh, okay. So we have the Repressionals. So what does he get told at the Repressionals? Just to fucking
bury it.
Bury it? Yeah.
Yeah. It's a repressional.
Duh.
Repressive.
Yeah, that's in the title. So literally, that's the title of the episode. So he goes home and Fakey's wife
she wants to have sex. She wants to have a date or something.
Obviously.
Yeah.
She's like trying to get the wine going. She's got candles lit.
And he immediately is pretending to be sleepy.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, that Nurse Bindi, she's so boring.
Yeah.
Boring Miss Bindi."
Puts on his nightcap.
Yeah,
and goes to bed where
goes straight to sleep. Well, goes and cries himself to sleep.
Or his nightmares by going to hell, or whatever.
That's what it is. So. Oh, dude, we completely forgot. Oh, next scene.
Yeah.
He goes and is he telling? Yeah, he's telling Bindi that he wants to cut it off.
Yeah.
And then he's freaking out and he wants to cut his dick off too.
Yeah. He also has an insane, but he also is apparently insanely attracted to her. No, yeah. She is indifferent to his attraction completely.
He can't contain himself, and
Earl.
All the while, Orel is in the bathroom in the nurse's office.
I said Earl.
You said Earl.
My name is Moral
Orel. Earl.
Karma. What is the difference?
Dude, I need to watch My Name is Earl.
It's a good show.
Is he on anything?
I don't know. Currently, I have no idea.
I really need to watch it.
It was on Hulu last time I checked, but it might not be.
I never really watched it when it was on.
I watched it like the entire run when
it was
on.
Orel, does he know at this point?
No. I don't actually understand how much of what's going on that he does understand.
Yeah. So when does he go and talk to his dad, Orel?
I think it's like the next scene.
Is he like kind of... Has he just picked up on something that...
He picked up on that Fakey
feels guilty is he in church?
Something. No, that's after the scene with his dad.
Is when he goes back to church?
Yeah.
And okay. Huh. Then how does he have any context of that with his dad?
Huh?
How does he have
He just starts talking about it to his dad.
Oh, okay.
He said...
Because it seems like something that Fakey loves.
He heard Fakey say, I deserve to go to hell.
Yeah.
And he says, it's like, something's bothering Principal Fakey. And he tells his dad, who gets prepared to whoop him for questioning authority.
Okay, yeah.
When he says, I know authority shouldn't be questioned, but he like immediately pulls his belt out, about to whoop him.
And isn't it that scene where Not Shapey runs in?
Yeah.
The kid that replaced Shapey runs in. He says, breaky, and he breaks the glasses off the table and sits on them. And as Clay scurries Not Shapey out, Moral's like, that's not Shapey, Dad.
What is it, Oral? He doesn't care.
Doesn't even think twice.
Yeah. Didn't even hear it.
And then explains to him how he needs to never question authority figures.
Yeah.
And then he gives the example of the 29th commandment.
Which is everything's fine.
Oh, no. They don't give the commandment of the apple antidote. Is that a commandment?
No, I think he just gives the antidote.
Oh, okay. the apple antidote, which is
Talking about Adam and Eve.
And how what is the antidote of that? I understand the apple. The antidote is what? Just repress your sexuality?
No.
Feel guilt. The apple is what made them realize they were naked.
Yeah.
And that they should be ashamed of their naked bodies.
And then they put some clothes from a tree onto their
Yeah,
bodies.
the tree has...
And then the snake gave them a thumbs up.
Yeah. So,
And
then he orals at church.
yeah, and Reverend Petty refuses to give repressional to Principal Fakey.
To give repressional to Principal Fakey.
You just repeated what I said, yes.
Well, you yawned during it, and I want it to be understood. Yeah. I may edit you out saying it, and I'll take credit for your idea.
That's all you ever do with this show.
So...
I know you just re-record. You just like... You
I just copy
do
your
a transcript of everything I said during the show, and then you do... Like, look, the Bobby Show, and that's how I've listened to the podcast.
Yeah.
Don't think I don't listen and know what you actually do with the show.
I copy your cadence and delivery.
Yeah.
So we actually have some funny jokes.
And it's like a stereotype voice. You do a stereotype. You try to do a black guy voice.
What's it sound like?
What's up, my nigga? I've heard you. I've heard what you think of me. I heard what you said about Black Lives Matter. I heard you.
Dude, you gotta stop.
I heard you say all lives matter.
2004 is gonna get canceled, man.
Who's listening to cancel?
Hey.
These get listens though.
In 20 years, when our audience finally finds us,
yeah,
they'll cancel us.
Finds us frozen in this cold ass basement we're recording.
Dude, I'm actually kind of getting cold. I said I was like very appreciative because it was hot out. I'm a little cold.
Yeah.
So because Putty won't see Fakey in the Repressionals, Oral takes over. And he's like, I'll help.
And he gives him the 29th commandment of everything's fine.
Yeah.
Which means repress it and pretend like it's not. He says if you think the reason you're so bothered by guilt is that you think yourself is a good man.
And since you think of yourself as a good man, you wouldn't do something that would make you feel like you're not a good man.
Yeah.
So therefore, you're not doing it because you're a good man.
And so he he really takes it to heart, continues cheating with Nurse Bendy, but now is legitimately convinced himself that he's not cheating.
Yeah, just during sex, not even thinking about it.
And Nurse Bendy tells him that he has stage 2 gonorrhea due to her, obviously.
Is that a stage?
I don't know.
Is gonorrhea something that has stages?
Don't ask me about venereal diseases, man.
Dude, I do know that when you have gonorrhea, you have to take a pill. It's huge.
Yeah.
It's just like a really hardcore. Pill. Yeah.
Pills that horses take. You gotta take.
Yeah. Horses got gonorrhea real bad.
Probably.
It's like a horse venereal disease. Man.
Isn't that sloths have gonorrhea? What do sloths have?
Do sloths have gonorrhea?
They got some venereal disease.
Dude, I know
a lot of sloths. All the sloths I know, they all have gonorrhea.
Dude, all the koalas I know have herpes.
Yep.
I think that's actually true.
Yeah. All the sloths I know have gonorrhea. All the koalas I know have herpes.
Dude, don't even...
All my sloths got gonorrhea. All my herpes.
Jesus Christ.
And I gave them... I
gave them...
I didn't have sex with them. I gave them a vial that said gonorrhea and herpes. Yeah. And they drank it. That's on them.
Yeah.
And they made out and they all got gonorrhea and herpes.
You know, a scientist should not leave just vials of gonorrhea and herpes out in their lab.
Yeah, that was
all those animals, man.
It was my bad. I shouldn't perform science experiments with gonorrhea and herpes in the zoo or in the jungle, wherever the fuck you find koalas and sloths.
You know, I feel like both of those are in Australia. There's sloths in Australia.
Probably. Fighting the kangaroos. Who just want to fight everything.
Yeah. They're losing. The sloths are losing the fight. Dude, it scares me.
Fucking fight me, man.
Dude,
fucking fight me.
Kangaroos are so buff.
Yeah.
It scares the shit out of me how buff kangaroos are. I've been close to a kangaroo. They are scary.
They are kangaroo jacked.
Yeah, dude. They will straight up direct an adult comedy and then change it into a kid's show.
No.
After the fact.
Yeah, that is right. And they got those fucking feet.
What do you mean? They can bounce on the tail.
Yeah, they bounce
with their feet.
Just push you with their feet.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah, and he blames his wife for the gonorrhea he got from their baby.
Because he's not cheating on his wife. He's been totally faithful.
Yeah.
How could he have gotten gonorrhea if not for his wife?
And then he he kicks her out.
Yeah.
And Orel goes to Orel sees this, feels guilty about it, goes to Repressional.
Yeah.
They're from Putty. TM. And eventually he comes to a conclusion that he needs to repress feeling bad about it.
Yeah.
And everything fine, he needs to apply the everything fine commitment to himself. And he does. And that's the episode.
Yeah. And all Putty cares about is the fact that she's on the market now.
Yeah.
Fakey's ex-wife.
Yeah.
Fakey's wife, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
she's not divorced, he just kicked her out.
Yeah. And that was episode 11 and 12 of our, episode like 4 or 5 or some shit?
Of our
Moral Oral presentation.
Of season 2.
Yeah.
We'll get to season 3 eventually.
Yeah.
There's
a lot of episodes, man.
Yeah.
Give us a like, give us a comment. Let us know how you're doing.
Subscribe.
Yeah, let us know how you're doing. Let us know how our is doing.
Listen to us on Spreaker.
Our friend Our.
Is it Spreaker or Stitcher?
Are we on Stitcher? We might be on Stitcher.
Check
out our actual podcast.
Yeah.
On YouTube, on Spotify, on Spreaker. We've been posting.
If there's a site, one of those sites allows you to leave reviews, leave a review.
Yeah, leave a review, comment, share us with your friends. Tell them how god awful our podcast is.
Yeah.
Just spread the knowledge, and make all your friends listen to it, so we benefit.
Yeah. Give us money.
Maybe.
At Patreon.
Actually, at this point, we shouldn't be begging for money. We should be.
Yeah, give money to bail funds.
Yeah, bail funds and Black Lives.
Don't give money to Black Lives Matter. Give to Black Lives Matter affiliated shit. I mean,
I don't know enough about the subject.
Yeah, Black Lives Matter is a sus organization. I really wouldn't.
Low-key? Okay.
Yeah.
That's not good. I've seen some stuff. I just didn't do the research.
Yeah.
But stay fighting. We support you.
And I mean this. Arrest the killers of Breonna Taylor.
Yeah. Arrest all of them.
Don't just fire them.
Don't just fire them. Arrest them. Also, defund the police.
Obviously.
Yeah, that's implied within 2004 as a podcast.
Yeah. It's been 2004 Podcast Odyssey. I'm Bobby DeVore.
I'm Javon Gordon.
We out.